Hello guys, and welcome back to another speed build. Now if you're new here, my name is Hannah and this is kind of a small series on my channel of me trying to get better at building because I absolutely suck at it. So I decided to do sort of like a little duplex thing for this build. Now it is just two apartments, I suppose, and they're kind of polar opposites. So the outside of them look the exact same, but on the inside one of them is really light and bright and the other one's really dark, like mostly black furniture or dark brown furniture. Now I did have a little bit of an inspo picture which I'll put up on the screen. So I'm actually quite happy with how this build did end up coming out. I think altogether it took me about 3 or 4 hours. It took me about 2 days altogether, but I don't necessarily hate it. Now it's, look, this house that I'm building now, the interior of it, I ended up not liking that much, but the darker interior that I ended up doing, I did love. Also, a little bit of an update on my posting schedule, if you care. I used to post every 4 days, but now I'm going to change it to, if I'm posting a speed build like this one, then I'll post every 2 days. So it'll be like a legacy challenge episode, then 2 days later it'll be a speed build, and then 2 days later it'll be like another legacy episode, just to break it up a bit and just so it's not like 8 days between each legacy upload. That being said, that's only going to be the case if I do a speed build that week, which these take me honestly such a long time because I'm not great at building, but I actually didn't hate this one. And I think another reason that I liked it so much is because I had a theme with the exterior and I stuck with it. I didn't necessarily do exactly what the inspo pictures had, which is obviously a good thing because, you know, you want it to look a little bit different. But I'm a big fan. I am. Big fan's a strong word. I don't know about big fan. But yeah, this is me with the roofing. I actually don't love how the roof turned out, but one thing about me is I'm terrible with the roofing, and I know that if I stuck just overthinking it the entire time, this build was never going to get finished. So yeah, it was about like 3.5 hours of footage altogether. And the walkthrough at the end is a bit better than my first speed build. It's still not great. I'm still trying to figure out how to use the mouse to like do a little walkthrough with it. But someone did comment on my other episode about how to do it a bit better. And I tried that and it did work quite a bit better, which was good. It's quite funny seeing this build next to my previous build of the family home because it does not look like it should be next to each other at all. But yeah, I did actually really like the exterior. I even used some curtains in this build, and I don't think I've ever used a Sims 4 curtain willingly before, but I just felt like because it had so many windows at the front, it kind of needed just a little bit of privacy. Now I did kind of wish I built this on a bigger lot because I couldn't do anything on the sides of the house because there was no space. So yeah, this is just me trying to convince myself that it looks good because I need to get on every single different angle possible. Now the sides of the house with the windows do end up looking a little bit strange, but I thought about it and I'm like, real life houses, the windows on the side of the house look strange. So we're just gonna live with it. As long as the front of the house and the back of the house looks okay, that's all that matters. Also, there is like this joint backyard that both of the units can access, but I didn't really do that much with it only because I didn't really know what to do with it, so I just chucked in some random stuff at the end. But yeah, this first house, I did put in this staircase like that at first. I did end up moving it and redoing the whole bottom floor the next day because I just did not like the layout of it at all because the way I put the kitchen, it was just so small because I put it in like that first front of the house nook and it just was not big enough for what I wanted to do, so I did end up moving it. So everything you're seeing right now will be deleted. But I think the second setup that I did just worked a lot better than the first option I chose. But yeah, so this is obviously the lighter house. I did light toned flooring and light walls. I do change it, it's not all just plain white. Now I don't really love how this house turned out. I kind of wish I just really went with like the light beige color because I did try to add some other pops of brighter colors, but I think it would have looked a lot cooler if I just did really beige, but that's okay. Look, I already spent too long doing it and I was just like, it's okay because the next build will be better. So then I had the idea of maybe doing it like not so open plan where you walk in, but then there's like, yeah, I don't know what you call them. What do you call them? Archways instead of doors. But I ended up, changing all this. So this is not the final look because, as I said, it's just way too squishy in there. And I much would rather the dining room kind of being in that nook. Now, for both the houses, the interior is kind of the same layout as apart from the top floor. But you guys will see that in a little bit. But it's not like a spitting image. Like, it's not the exact same in both houses. It's just relatively similar. Also, these cabinets that came in the base game update like 2-3 weeks ago now, I'm obsessed with. I use them in every build, actually, I think. I did also just buy the pastel pop kit because in my legacy challenge, I recently moved to a different apartment and I want to redo it, but I really want like the bright pastel colored apartment. So a speed build of that will be coming somewhat soon when I have the energy to do it, but I did buy the pastel pop kit today so that I could redo that apartment. But yeah, I really kind of sad how long I spent on this just knowing that it's all going to get deleted. But this is why it's important to sometimes walk away from it and come back to it, because I looked back on it a day later and was like, this is not it, and I changed the entire thing. But it would have been upsetting to me if I did that all on the same day. Now, I did also have like a small room next to the staircase that was going to be a downstairs bathroom. Now, just due to the floor plan, I unfortunately could not have a downstairs bathroom, but I didn't think it really mattered that much because this apartment only has 2 bedrooms. One for like an adult sim, but only for one adult, like not a couple, and then a teenage girls room or like a kids room, I guess. So there's not really that many Sims living in this house, so I didn't think it really mattered, but there was not enough space. Especially after I moved everything around, there was definitely not going to be enough space. And then, this is when I decided to mess around with wallpapers a bit. I put in those columns to try and break apart the colouring of the kitchen versus the rest of the house. I've just seen other people do that and thought it looked good. I've never tried it before, so I thought I'd give it a go. And then, so this is when I started doing the top floor. I did think I obviously also changed this layout because I ended up moving the staircase. I didn't realize, so this is when we start moving everything. I was going to say I didn't realize how much I got done before I deleted it all, but that's all right. So this is the painful time of trying to fit in a staircase. But we got there eventually, we did. And I do actually like where I ended up putting it because then when you enter the house, you can kind of put a little accent table where they enter. And I think it just looked pretty, to be honest. I was able to keep the door, like the back door and stuff in the same spot. But then I was able to move the kitchen here, which I think was just so much nicer. Like I really liked the open plan of the bottom floor more, especially because you didn't have the most space. Now, I did, put these counters there. You just couldn't put stools there because I don't think Sims would be able to walk past it. But I don't think that really mattered. I just wanted it to have like a full kitchen look. And then, I put the dining table where I wanted it, which was amazing. My only thing I really struggled with on this bottom floor was the carpet situation because I really wanted to put one in between the counter and the staircase as well. But I think it just looked a little bit funny. I don't know if I ended up doing it or not. I can't remember. But this is just me finding some lighting. As I said, I do struggle with lighting a lot, and I think a lot of the reason I don't usually like my builds is because I don't think it's bright enough inside the building. So I was really, really working on getting good lighting in here. And I was really struggling to find a rug to put under this dining table. And then, this is when I actually decided to use curtains for once. I know, shocking. And I decided to do quite a lot of wall art in this apartment actually. On the second floor, I probably did a bit too much. I probably overdid it. I just don't like seeing blank walls, which is, sometimes we just need a blank wall. You know what I mean? But this is me fixing up the backsplash. I still did the same column idea just to break up the coloring. And then me messing around with lights for a very, very long time. But I found that if I exited the house and then scrolled on my mouse as much as I could and then entered the house, I was able to get a much better point of view for my walk around at the end. So whoever said that on my last video, thank you. It helped a lot. I think my mouse settings aren't right. Like I think I need to look into it because it still wasn't working the best, but it was 10 times better than my build before that. So And then with the living room situation, so obviously we aren't there yet. This is me just, as I said, I hate having a blank wall. So that's just me messing around with it for a good 10 minutes. But yeah, so for the living room situation, I had to do it like between the door. So it wasn't the most ideal position, but I thought it was a good use of the space because I don't know what else I was going to put there. I was thinking I could put a desk, but then there would still be a blank wall. So I think this was a good use of the space. Now I found so many cute rugs. But I couldn't use any of them because it just did not work with the space. And then yeah, for the little table in the middle, I just used the same one twice, but downsized one and then kind of put it under the other one a little bit. I thought it looked cute. I don't know. I'm a little bit 50-50 now, but I think it looked cute at the time. And then yeah, just used the little 8 cabinet set from the Cozy Gamer Kit. I feel this was such random clutter. I was just finding anything that fit and used it, which probably was not the best idea. As I said, this house is not my favorite. The second one I did was definitely a lot better than this one. And then I just felt like it was a little bit too plain, so I did end up putting a little accent wall of wallpaper, which you will see better in the final walkthrough. Now, this is me having to redo the top floor plan again, which the floor plan was very small. I did not have a lot to work with. So in the second unit, there is actually 1 bedroom because I just could not fit. I probably could have if I messed around with it a bit more, but I could not be bothered. So this is when I decided that I wanted to use every single wallpaper ever, and then decided that's probably not the best idea. So I went with the plain one again. And I really wanted to put a like chandelier type light on top of the staircase, but I couldn't get it to work. I don't know what was going on, so I just gave up on that dream. Added some more windows, and I did just close off that little square in the corner because it just was not going to work with the floor plan. It was just a little bit too random. Now, I really did struggle with this landing on the staircase. I just didn't really know what to put there because it was such a small amount of space. I did put that easel there. I don't even know if it's usable, to be honest with you, but I just wanted to put something there. And then, yeah, again, wanted to put a rug down this section, but it was such a small piece of area that it was essentially impossible. Me putting on another curtain is wild. I think I just ended up using the same ones as downstairs. I was trying to, branch out and use a different one, but I didn't like any of them. I find it really hard to like curtains in the Sims game, to be honest with you, but I do really like the ones I have chosen. I think I even ended up using the same ones in the second build from memory. And then this is me just filling up the walls, which I don't think I should have done. I think I should have left them a little bit blander than I did, but that's okay. Now, my picture of this house is a single mum living with her teenage daughter. That was my vision. And then the house next door would just be a single man living by himself. I don't know why I had that vision. I just did. So that's why the double beds are against the wall in both of them, because I don't imagine a couple living here. But I makes the coziest bedroom. It honestly gives more teenage bedroom vibes than an adult bedroom, but I don't even care. It felt so cozy when I was done with it. I actually loved it so much. I think the lighting I chose just made it a really cozy space. I don't think I put an overhead light in that bedroom. I didn't, no. And then I did some fairy lights. I ended up doing the star lights. And I just think it was such a cozy little bedroom. I don't know. A little bit silly, but I loved it. I would have loved a bedroom like that. And then, yeah, just me moving over the windows again. As I said, the windows on the side of the house look a little bit strange, but I don't care. So, and then this is the bathroom. Now, I actually hate this bathroom that I ended up doing. I just couldn't get the tiling the way I wanted it to, and then I just gave up and used it anyways. Now, both of the units do have a bath shower combo thing because I am absolutely obsessed with it. I think it's so gorgeous. So yeah, it's a very bland bathroom, really nothing exciting. And then this is the kind of preteen or teen girl's bedroom, maybe even younger. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But I'm actually obsessed with how this room turned out. I think it's so fun. It's like purpley pink. It's got clutter. I just love it. Oh, the Cozy Gamer Kit clutter just eats every time. I'm just obsessed with it. And then, yeah, I just feel like those posters worked really well. And then I just put those posters on top of the bed. Me checking that the apartment was still not ugly. But yeah, this is when I decided to try and clutter up the hallway a bit, which I do regret doing. I kind of wish I didn't do that and that I kind of just left it a little bit more empty. Like I would have put something at the end of the hallway, but I just don't think it needed all of this. But, you know, I decided just to leave it because that's what I decided to do at the time. And this is about learning, okay? We're not going to keep bashing it. And the painting I put there is actually a TV. I just liked the look of the painting, so I put it there. It's a little bit silly, I know. And then we moved on to the second unit, which definitely did not take me as long as the first one because I kind of already had a vision of what I wanted to do. And because it would just felt so much easier to decorate because the palette of colors that I was going for was a lot less than the other house. Also, sorry if I look like a drowned rat. I just got out of the shower. I just looked at myself and realized what I look like, so we're just going to ignore that. But yeah, I actually really like how the kitchen turned out. I put those little lights under the cabinet so it looks like it's one of those cabinets with lights underneath it. I feel like you guys know what I mean. And then, yeah, I put another dining area in the same location that I did the second house. The windows that I use on the side of the house are obviously different than the other house, but I didn't think that really mattered. I don't know. I'm trying my best out here. But yeah, I really sticked with the dark vibes. The bedroom wasn't like, no, all dark, all blacks and browns was the vibe I was going for. Now, I don't know why I put the little 10-pin bowling poster there, but I just thought it fit perfectly. And like the blue highlights, I think just looked really good. Now, I found some actually quite good clutter for this little accent table for when you walk in. I don't know. I think the cards are such a cute little addition and it makes it look like someone actually lives there. And of course, we use the rugs. Now, I've been wanting to use that rug in the dining room. I've been trying to use that in every single build for so long because I love that rug. I just could not find the right spot for it. And I finally found the right spot, guys. It was very, very exciting. Now, I then again also used the picture frame TV and I put a fireplace underneath it because I thought it was just such a sleek design that it went really well with the house. I know the house doesn't have a chimney, but I don't care. And then I used the same couch again, just a darker swatch, and I managed to put a black carpet underneath it. And then we moved to the second floor where I think I kept all the same wallpaper apart from in the bathroom. But the layout was kind of similar. You know, you walk in and then to the left will be the main bedroom, which you will see in a minute. And then the little nook at the front is actually where I end up putting the bathroom, which, you know, not much privacy, but that's not my problem. I'm not going to live here. So, but yeah, I had to move around the windows again, but that's okay. Me checking that I still like the build, which I do, so that's good. So this is my problem. I overthink it every time. But yeah, so I actually really like how this bedroom turned out, but I did have to move the base wall one more further out, which meant the hallway was tiny. The hallway looks ridiculous, but I don't care. So I did really want to add a desk into this room because there was not a desk in this build otherwise. So there wasn't a whole lot of skill building you could do in this house. So I did manage to fit a desk, and then I put up some darker posters and whatnot, and I actually love how this bedroom turned out. It's actually weirdly cozy. And then I did end up putting a yoga mat in front of the window in this house. I don't know why, I just felt like the guy that lived here would like doing yoga. And I also feel like I never are able to add them to the build, so I thought it'd be fun. And then this is me trying to add way too much on the walls again. Way too much on the walls again. This one I did actually fix up a little bit so it wasn't as over dramatic as the other house. And then we move on to the bathroom where again I did do the bath shower combo. Again, nothing exciting, like bathrooms are bathrooms. I did put curtains on the windows for some more privacy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is that house done. I did add a little bit more clutter to the bathroom though, and I did add these 3 mirrors because I realized there was no mirror in this house, so I added that to the side wall so at least there would be a mirror in the house. And then I thought I was done and I was like, wait, the backyard. So this is the most awful backyard actually ever. I didn't know what to put, and honestly I just wanted to be done with the build by this point because I already thought I was done. So this is a very, very rushed backyard, which is why it probably doesn't look the best. But I'm just being honest with you guys, I just wanted this build to be over. So I just quickly chucked some stuff back there, not too much. Then again, if you were to actually play in this house, you probably would want specific stuff in the backyard, like specific skill building and whatnot. So I didn't think it really mattered that much. I just chucked in a bunch of random stuff, a little bicycle, did some quick terrain paint, but not too much. I was going to put in some more bushes and whatnot, but there was no space to put them in, so I just left it. And now we are done, so let's do the walkthrough. Now bear with me, the walkthrough was not great, but we tried our best. So this is the lighter colored house. As you walk in straight to, the staircase, I suppose. There is a cute little accent table there. I don't know what's going on here. Are we good? I forgot to cut out me redoing it, so just ignore that. But you walk in and there's a cute little accent table with some little bits and bobs. And then there is the kitchen, which is light blue, and I really, really like it. And then we do have the dining with the very, very cute curtains. I do actually think the curtains added a lot to this space, and I think that it matches really well with the rug that I used. Then we move into kind of the living room area, which I don't love in this house, and I think the clutter I used was way too random for this, but that's okay. And then we move to upstairs after I show you my gorgeous couch, of course. I just love the pillows on this couch. I think it makes it look so homey. And I did also add some picture frames. Now we're onto the second floor, and this is the main bedroom, which I said is so cozy and I love it. Absolutely love it. And then we move into the bathroom. Nothing exciting. The mirror is way too high up, but like nothing exciting, as well as the windows. The windows should definitely be higher up in this build, but that's fine. And then, yeah, we do have the bath shower. And then, as I said, I think I cluttered up this hallway way too much, but that's okay. And then we move into the pre-teens bedroom, which I still love, actually. And that has such a pretty view. Yeah, we just got the nice posters, cute little purple bed, then just some laundry on the ground, pink desk, and then we're moving on to the second build, which again has the same layout on the ground as I said. We got the accent table with little bits and bobs, and then as we turn, once I figure out what I'm doing, guys, as I said, I was struggling a bit with this, let's just be nice. I thought I cut this out, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, I added some picture frames there so you can add your own photos. Got a very nice dark themed dining room with the same curtains and the little bowling picture. And then this is the kitchen. It's nothing exciting, but I do really like the color scheme. I think it looks nice, especially with the overhanging light on the counter. Then we move to the same living room area. As I said, I use the same couch, just a dark swatch. And I think the fireplace was such a nice addition. And then we move on to the second floor. Now this is the main bedroom, which I actually love so much. I don't know what it is about this room. I just really, really, really like how it turned out. I think it's just because when you have such a plain color to work with, it is so easy to achieve the look you're going for. Then we have the yoga mat with the pictures, and then we have a lovely view of the balcony. And then we move down the hallway, which is very, very thin, and we go to the bathroom. Now this is a very funny angle to see the bathroom in, but yeah, the same bath shower combo. We got a toilet, we have some overhanging stuff on the toilet, and that's everything. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked the build, and thank you for being patient while we're learning how to build together.